Hi, everyone. My name is Jenn Payeur, and I am officially welcoming you to the Wellness Sherpa podcast. I am using this venue here today to officially launch it. And this has been several years in the making. And I wanted to share more about what it is, what my intentions are, a little bit about me, and what my wish is for you in listening and taking time out of your busy day to listen to the guests and to the information that's coming to you. I spent 29 years in financial services, and during that time, while I was a very successful executive in that world, I had two pretty major health crises. The first one that led me deep into the healing world, where I went to a 4-year healing school. I spent a couple of years working with the indigenous grandmothers and yoga certification, all of these modalities that I really dove deep into to empower myself and get answers. During that time, this was back in 2008, I went pretty much the allopathic route, included pharmaceuticals. And over that time frame, I really did not get any better. And I feel in many ways it actually threw my system back further. A couple of reasons why. That model was very focused on the physical. And I was dealing with unbelievable stress in my life. I was traveling every week. I was working long hours. I was sitting under fluorescent lights. And even though I was eating healthy and I was exercising, all of those other things in my life were out of balance, and none of that was addressed. And so that period really, prompted me to go into the healing side of things and to start to look at really the holistic integrated aspects of myself, looking at what was calling for healing. Some of it was emotional, some of it spiritual, some of it mental, but really gave me an opportunity to start unearthing things that had been under the surface in my life that I wasn't looking at or wasn't even considering, to be honest. That's where I learned in that time period about energy and why that matters. I learned about the integrated whole. I learned more about nutrition and really, how to, like, I would say, love myself and accept myself, and not push myself beyond what my body and what my system was screaming at me for. And then the second time in my life was in 2015 when I was diagnosed with very serious cancer. And during that time, I did not choose to go allopathic. As a matter of fact, because I'd become so connected to my being through meditation and prayer and being in nature, it was very clear to me that my system did not want that at all. And so I ended up really going a very holistic route. And I had the opportunity to work with many amazing naturopaths and practitioners that really helped me continue to unearth what was out of balance in my life. And it was shortly after that that I left the corporate world. I was very, very connected to my paycheck, to be honest. I was well compensated for the role that I did. I worked my butt off, and it was literally killing me every day because I was not listening to all the signs and all the information that was in front of me. And so I stepped away. And for a while, because so much of my identity was tied to what I did, I literally had to resurface, reconnect to who I was as a person and into my soul, if you will, versus the roles that I did in my life, including being a mother of four amazing children and a wife to my wonderful husband, and a daughter and all those things. So all those roles had to really fall away. And so I spent a year really just sitting with myself, which was one of the most uncomfortable things that I had ever done in my life, because I was somebody who was busy all of the time. And my busyness became part of my identity. It became part of a defense mechanism for me to really not have to look at what was going on under the surface. So I know that sounds like a common theme, and it is. I see it a lot in others, and so I know what that's like. And it's trying to fill something that's not being fulfilled within us with things from the outer world, and that's certainly the path that I had been on most of my adult life. So after sitting for a year, I was starting to just ask for guidance. And I always say that these beautiful plant remedies, these plant stem cells, found me. I was visiting a friend, and her husband, who happened to be a chiropractor, shared about them. And when he shared about them, I literally could feel what I call like an energetic bolt of lightning that hit me. I had goosebumps all over my body. And in that moment, I could feel this overwhelming sense of I need to know more. And it wasn't an option. It was almost like a compulsion that I had to know about these. And as the universe does, when we pay attention to what's coming to us in the signs, 3 months later, I went to a week-long training about the plant stem cells, and also known as concentrated gemotherapy. And at the end of that week, the prior owner of the company that was at that time said he was going to be selling the company. And here came that same energetic, whoosh coming through my body, where my hairs were standing on end. And and then knowing was so strong in me. It was like I had no other choice. So when I got to the airport, I called my husband and I said, guess what? We are going to be buying a company. And I was not sitting around waiting to buy something. I wasn't looking for anything. It literally, it came to me. And I am very clear now why that was. These plants are an ancient remedy that have been used for centuries, even though documented science and information about them didn't really come to the surface until the late 50s. But they are the new growth on a plant in the springtime, and that new growth, that bud, that's what the word gemo means. It means bud. So bud therapy, plant stem cell therapy, is where these magical healing properties exist. And these healing properties are known as drainers. They actually drain the toxins out of the cells and out of the tissue and the organs, and they essentially clean up the body. And so that really began in 2019, my deep journey of being able to connect deeply to the plants. And these plants, what they've done for me is A, clean up my body and bring balance to my life, but also bring information about the ancient wisdom that is out in the world that nature continues to show us. And I joke with my friends that the plants have been here long before us, and they're actually our teachers. They're our parents, our teachers, and they're here to teach us. And they have evolved as we have evolved. And so about 2.5 years ago, I was on a podcast with a wonderful man named Duncan McPherson. And he has a podcast called Always On. And in that podcast, he said, Jen, you're kind of like this wellness Sherpa. I know quite a bit about health and wellness and bringing the body back into balance on all levels. And when he said that, again, that energy, that just that rush of goosebumps, sprinkles, whatever you want to call them, just came over me. And so I sat with that, and it just felt so right. So the purpose of the Wellness Sherpa podcast is to bring truth and information to you. Right now, we are overloaded with information and so many conflicting pieces. And my intention in this podcast is to bring truth to light. That's part of my astrology, is that I bring truth to light. And so I'm claiming that here. I'm claiming my healership. I am a healer, and I'm an intuitive, and I do connect on a different level, on a deeper level, an intuitive level with these plants. I connect with an intuitive level with people. And so Wellness Sherpa is about bringing truth to light and bringing many different modalities to you so that you can be your own guru. I've gotten clear information that the guru outside of us no longer exists, that this is about building our own inner knowledge. It's about our remembering. We all have these magical properties inside of us. We have this innate wisdom that is here. And it's really a matter of slowing down and listening and taking it in and allowing ourselves, knowing that we're worthy, knowing that it is our birthright to be healthy and whole. And that when we worry about something, we are actually energetically investing in it. And so what my purpose is to bring information to you that you can listen to, that you can resonate with if it resonates, and take the pieces that work for you. This isn't about one way, only way. One of the beautiful lessons that I've learned through my own health journey is that there is no protocol, there is no one size fits all. That is a programming and a paradigm that we have grown up with. Is give me the protocol. And in many ways, what that protocol does is it takes us out of our innate knowing. And so I want to bring you different pieces of information, ancient wisdom, so that you can reconnect to that inner knowing, and that you can, just tap into your birthright, that you are designed to be healthy and whole. These vehicles that we walk in every day are absolutely incredible. Even something like autoimmune, we often are told, that's your body fighting against itself. I don't believe that. I believe that our bodies are always trying to heal and to help us. Even something like cancer that I had, a tumor is the body's way of protecting so that the cancer doesn't go all over your body. And so that's really, what I'm here for. That's what I want to bring to you. I have some pretty amazing guests already that we've recorded, and I'm excited to bring more. And my intention is to give you inspiring stories to know that you too can be healthy and whole if you choose, and to listen to the information that is within you. That's what it's all about. So cheers. Thank you again for being here, and for being willing to listen, and being willing to listen to your own innate intelligence. You have it. I have it. We all have it. We all are intuitive beings. Again, it's a matter of slowing down and listening to what's in front of us. And when we are willing to slow down and pay attention to the signs, oh my gosh, there is so much magic in that. I would say, where I am in my life, the magic happens, pretty regularly, every day, every other day. And I just, I continue to just give thanks for that. I give thanks for the ability to listen and to pause and to really pay attention to what's in front of me. And so here's to the magic in your life, and may this create joy, abundance, health, and everything else that your heart's desired. Thank you for joining us, and I'm excited for what the future holds for all of us.